everyone, welcome to this week's tutorial Thursday. I'm finally back on it. This week I will be showing you how to do my eyeliner. And I'll be giving you some tips on how to kind of clean it up and finish it off at the end, and what products I use on and around my eyes as well. So stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, I've done most of my eye makeup. I've done my eyebrows with the same eyeliner that I will be using for the wings. I've done an eye contour with a medium brown Estee Lauder shade. I'm not entirely sure what the name is. And I've used Smashbox Bourbon in the crease just to darken it out a bit, which is from the On The Rocks mini palette. I've also used the NARS Mortal shade in the inner corner of my eye and just gone under and up on the eye a bit because that's how I like it. Anyway, let's get started. So first off, you're just going to need your eyeliner and your brush. I use the L'Oreal Super Liner 36-hour liner. It used to be available in a 24, but this is 36 hours, so... I also use this brush for my eyeliner. It's a Chanel brush which came with the Illusion d'Ombres eyeshadow slash eyeliner, and I really like how it's thin and angled. I definitely need to get a new one because this one's wearing out and it's quite short, as you can see. Okay, so to start off I'll be doing this eye and then I'll do the next. First off, I like to start by stamping a little mark where I want the wing to come to on my eye. And then I just drag it in and join it up. It's fine if the eyeshadow's a little over. We also have Q-tips for cleaning up. So next I like to fill in where the eye is going to, where the wing is going to join to the eye. So next, just fill it in. I could have done with more eyeliner on my brush. I really like the consistency of this eyeliner. I've tried a few other gel eyeliners and they just haven't worked for me. This one's creamy enough that it glides on smoothly, but it takes quite a bit for it to transfer. So, there's the main part done. Next I start from the center actually. Well, the inner corner of my eye rather. Now I personally like to take my eyeliner all the way down or further, but it's personal preference. Next I go along the lash line, just stamping it along. This is where a long angled brush will come in handy. This is just so there's no gaps between the eyeliner and your eyelashes later on. And now it just needs to be smoothed. So I start from the wing and then just drag it how I want the shape. I always do this with my eye open. I find if I do this with my eyes closed, the wing and the main eyeliner part won't match up because I have my eye creases come down quite low, so I just like to see how it's going to look finished. So there's eye number 1. I'll show you all the cleanup and finishing when I finish the other one as well. So on to the other eye. I actually do this one slightly differently. I'm not entirely sure why. Now this takes a lot when you first start to line them up. Feel free to go from the outside, from the inside out rather, when you're starting off. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. The lines can always be evened out as well. So for this one, I don't really go down and then inside. I kind of just do it in one swoop. I don't know why I do it differently on each eye. That doesn't... who knows? Now that might take a bit of practice and a steady hand, but you can pretty much just follow a line down. It's actually matched up quite well. It's normally with thicker eyeliner where I start to get mismatching and where this particular technique can go wrong. But I'm pretty happy with that. I prefer that to the other one. Just fill it in. Just fill it in and cleaning up that starting line. Now I know many girls who finish their eyeliner back here just getting smaller, and that's quite an interesting look as well. Just play around with it to kind of find what your desired length of the wing is, how far down to the eye you want to go. Sometimes I do like to drag it a couple of millimeters beyond the eyeline. I just like how it lengthens and enlarges the eye for me. So back to the inner corner of this one. The thin line. Make sure to stamp along this lash line. With this technique, I find a lot of times I'll get gap and I'll be just about to leave the house and have to rush in and do a little fill in. Play around with the thickness of the line as well. I know a lot of people who have the thickest part in the center as that widens the eye a lot. This is the eyeliner finished. This one's slightly messy, but I can live with it for today. And Q-tip time. So I just like to try and wipe away as much of the excess eyeshadow I can without damaging the foundation base underneath. It's not too much on this eye, which is good. Next, take your highlight. I am using Mortal by the NARS and Stephen Klein collection, which is my favorite highlight of all time. If you're very pale skinned, this is a super white with a really nice shimmery finish. So just take some of that on the side of your brush. I like to use a sponge brush. I just always have. I like it for kind of compacting and pressing it on. So had it underneath the wing, and then just blend that a bit. Same on the other side. I love to do this as it also helps to brighten and widen the eye. In Korean and Japanese makeup, they often highlight this area just underneath the eye all along. Sometimes I like to do that as well, as it just gives you a more awake and fresh look. I use this highlight under my eyebrows and just on the top edges as well. Finally, it's mascara time. I don't normally use eyelash curlers. I find they fit my eyes a bit funny, but just one of them. But I'll do it for this tutorial today. You guys deserve it. I like to put the mascara on straight away just so I don't just so they don't fall at all. I'm using the Maybelline Real Impact mascara, and I'm not the biggest fan, but it was the cheapest one in store, and I don't have a lot of spare money for makeup at the moment. I personally like to put mascara on the outer side of my bottom lashes. Just kind of delicately press it on. I just like the look it gives my eye. You can kind of see it kind of drags that wing up more from the bottom as well and enhances the shape. So another reason I don't like eyelash curlers, I seem to get just transfer stuff all over my face. Eyeliner, mascara. It's fine as we have Q-tips. Now, you see how that wing doesn't connect up? I need to go and fix that, and I'm glad I just saw that. If you're doing your eyeliner with your eyes open, it's a good idea when you're finished just to close them and see how that matches up. Better. And those are the finished eyes. So I just realized that this eyeliner was a little bit, this wing rather, was a little bit longer than this wing. So I'm just going to try and correct that. And this is another example of where the long angled brush comes in handy. You can just kind of stamp extra length onto your wing. Look, how quick was that? Amazing. So here's the finished face with the wings, of course. On my lips I am wearing the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Cruella. As you can see, it's getting pretty short, so I'll need a new one soon, and I will definitely be buying that again. So yeah, this is how I do my eyeliner. I've also done a full blog post on this if anyone is interested a few weeks ago with pictures and text instead of video. So if you find that more helpful than a video tutorial, having to stop and start it if you're doing it at the same time, feel free to go and look at that. So thanks very much for watching, guys.